We gotta vote him in, right?
You
Yeah,
vote me in first?
yeah, well, you can still do the
Okay.
thing, and then you guys can vote it.
Okay. Call the meeting to, planning board meeting to order at 6 PM. Okay, so now we have to vote me in as.
I make a motion that we, add Ed Adams as the chairman for this evening's meeting.
Oh, you waiting for a second? I'll second that one.
All those in favor?
Okay.
I guess if I have to.
Yeah.
It's a vote.
All right, we gotta run over the call to order, action and minutes for last meeting, August 28th. If you guys are reviewing it or not.
I may make a motion to accept these minutes as read.
I'll second that. All those in favor? Next on the agenda is the final subdivision review for the Hidden Hills Estates, April Evans, Brian Delano. Do we have it? Oh, you guys have it.
So those
Is
are.
that what this
yep,
is?
Yep, those are, and then these are the ones that,
You can be signed and all that?
if the board approves, they're the three that'll be signed, so, and I'll leave it up to you, Chairman, if you wanna have public comment before, if they wanna add anything to what you guys have already seen, if there's anything that's been changed, you can pick, because obviously we have some public in attendance.
So I guess, do we have April and Brian, anything else you wanna add since the last time you guys were here?
No, sir, nothing's changed since we were here last time. Just, we had to redo some plans, but through the preliminary, we went forth and just had our surveyor member just do the final. So we submitted the final at the preliminary.
Everything is, up to code. Everything you have here is spot on, so I recommend that we accept these plans as is.
The only thing we did, I just want to clarify that at the end, we got a 60-foot right of way, as you see. Not that the town wants to take it over, but if somebody wanted to after we're long gone, then that's a 60-foot. And there's gonna be no cul-de-sac, as you see, so we're gonna go 26 feet wide to get more than the 24 feet to try to get the T, the hammerhead.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do the 50 by 50, and probably it'll be 50 feet from the end, so we're gonna 50, then 50 for emergency personnel.
Yeah, because that's what I see on.
Yeah, so that, but I think we clarified last time that we're 40 feet at the end, but we're gonna go 26 feet, so if anybody ever wants anything. So I think we did read that if they ever wanna be a town, it has to be 24. And we got 18 inches of base gravel right now, probably 3 feet, not 18, but. And we'll have to address it with A gravel at the end, but just, there's nothing done except for the end right now, but we had Carnex box go through a culvert that was inadequate, so I wasn't gonna lose any more trucks. So we put 40 feet of culvert, it's all gravel. Rip wrap inlets, I fixed the ditches.
I saw.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but. And then we just ran up in there like 150 feet and tied back into the road. So I just stopped there.
No, he covered it.
Okay.
You wanna go down?
Yeah, I'm good. We listen to the public.
Well, that's what, yeah. Well, that's one. Do you have any public comment? Just state your name and, not if you want to.
My name is Michelle Eppinger. I live at 518 East Oxford Road. I had concerns when I originally met April and her husband. They had said they were building their forever home back there, which sounded great because I'd love to have the trailer off there. But having 6 properties put on right against the stone wall of our property, I'm concerned about where all the water's gonna be diverted from, if it's gonna affect our wells, septic. We have a pond in the back. Is that going to be affected? I don't wanna disturb the wildlife in the yard. I'm concerned that we've gone from a rural area to a more residential area. And I wanted to know why nobody on our street was notified that this was going on.
I thought they were supposed to.
So the mail notifications were sent to the addresses that are within 500 feet. Your address was on that list.
Yes, and today, while my mom was home all day, I got a letter saying, I'm sorry we missed you. You have a certified letter. I only found out about the meeting today because Megan was nice enough to inform me.
We were the only
We were
neighbors
the
that were
only
notified.
neighbors informed,
And
so.
that's because they're in Massachusetts. So.
So, and unfortunately, the mail carriers, when we send out these notices, if they don't get them to people in time, it's unfortunately not the town's fault. The mail carriers, unfortunately, in this area are kind of lagging right now, but,
So they haven't known about this for more than a week?
you mean your neighbors?
No, in
No, that
general,
this was going on, that it couldn't have been sent out more than a week ago, so that the more neighbors would know about it.
it was sent out last Friday, I believe.
It was last Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, when we sent those out. The letter, the address that's on the letter, that's when they were sent out.
It says it was sent out September 11th, 2025.
No, because we wouldn't send them out today. We sent that out last week. So that's probably when you received it, or when they got that to you. I'm saying the letter itself that the neighbor had actually received. The date that's on that letter.
So we got certified mail September 4th.
No, that's
So,
what I'm saying.
did you have a letter
So
inside
nobody
there?
will get it
Yeah.
until after this meeting.
Yep, what's the date on that letter?
But does it matter though? It's when you mailed it, like when the post office like actually mailed it. So September 3rd, but it didn't go out until the 4th.
So we sent those out that day, and then the mail did their thing, and whether or not everybody received them or not, that's just kind of how it worked with the post office. I will also remind the public, these are public meetings, and, we post them publicly, we post them like 2 different places prior to the meetings. I mean, it's kind of incumbent upon people if they want to pay attention to these things. But,
Where did they normally get posted? 'Cause-
Audrey, please.
Facebook and the website.
Yeah, so the Facebook that we have and then the website as well. But to address the points, so I'm the current code officer, Spencer is taking over from me, so he's sitting in the seat. So if you wanna question drainage, the applicant is here today and they can address those concerns. I didn't see any issues with drainage, but if any time your neighbors are developing land and there is an issue with drainage, it actually is an issue with the landowner themselves. I didn't see any issues.
So if we
Presented
stop having
this.
water in our well, that's something I go to them about.
Right.
It's an artesian well, we put in one.
If they're negatively impacting your land, yes, it's an issue that obviously if they're actively doing anything on their land, it's negatively impacting you. They're supposed to have erosion and sedimentation control in place. They did present a plan at the last meeting. Those are supposed to be there to protect you as the abutters.
Is there bylaws that state how many houses you can build per building year? I thought I read something that was max of 5 per building year.
So
Property
you're saying on an individual land,
or subdivision.
right? So
Like you can subdivide the property max of 5 per building year.
So I think you're thinking of individual dwelling units, is that?
I don't have the code in front of
It'll
me.
be more than 80,000 square foot per lot.
Right, so the land themselves, right, yeah, so the land itself just has to be 80,000 square feet for it to be a buildable lot. The applicant could have come here with, I think, like a 15 lot subdivision, and I think at that time it requires DEP approval. That might be 10 now, but, yeah, I think you might be thinking of actual dwelling units on like a singular parcel. Unless it, is in a different zone, but, yeah, for this situation, these are lots, the minimum lot size, they're actually gonna be meeting them, they have the proper road frontage. Those things have all been addressed by their plan.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, as you said earlier, it's a definitely very rural part of town. right? We purchased the property because it's beautiful, very big lots, very beautiful old houses. I mean, our house was built in 1805 in Lombardi, so it's just, the history of the neighborhood and the town kind of stands there, but having, a subdivision pop up, part of this beautiful part of town kind of seems like it doesn't fit, right? Versus other parts of town where you use subdivision, that's all. So, I mean, just talking to neighbors that did not get this notice, a lot of them seem kind of upset by it, so.
Yeah, and it is within 500 feet of the land itself.
Yeah.
Obviously, the lot lines have changed, but we made sure that within 500 feet, everyone was notified. That's what the ordinance requires.
Yeah.
Obviously, if the board wanted to, do a notice 2 weeks in advance, that's certainly something that they could do, but the ordinance requires just, prior to the next meeting, so.
Understandable. Yeah. But no, we just feel that something like that just doesn't fit in, right? I mean, we get that can be done, right?
Well, that's your opinion, right?
Yeah, no, of
Because you've got
course.
a venue that's public and somebody across the street may not think that's kosher either, so.
You're totally right.
We don't have our own opinion, we're not here to discuss opinion, so.
Yeah.
But if you guys are worried about drainage, we will submit you a drainage control plan, and we've had DEP go in there with a wetland mitigation, that's all flagged off, and we've had to submit to these guys. Every parcel of wetland, every plant's labeled, we have certain requirements that we have to stick to. Now, did we really need to do that? No, we know it could have come up, so that pond being there, obviously you're gonna see that's flagged, and you're gonna see the drainage down in the middle, that's flagged. Once it leaves our property, we gotta treat it, but we're not disturbing any of that. So a wetland guy, as far as the wetland deviation, there's nothing, if we don't disturb it, then it's its own natural habitat, which is pretty minimal. The only thing we're gonna do is on the low sides, put silt fence up or ECM mix. Any runoff, if it got a torrential rain, we'll just stop it before it goes into the gullies. That's what we submitted.
So you're willing to give them the paper that you just talked about, so that the plans.
Oh, yeah, they can have anything we
Yeah.
submitted to you guys. I mean, you can have our survey, you can have our plan, you can have our wetland.
Those are your neighbors.
Yeah, and I mean, it's all public. Once we give it to you guys, it's public knowledge anyway, we're not hiding anything.
Yeah, they just don't know what.
Oh, yeah.
If we don't mind doing that, is that okay with you?
I don't think.
And
It's more them,
they're
we're,
downstream.
they're downstream, we're not.
We're down for all the noise, the
Would that
pollution,
help you
the.
understand what they're talking about?
Not entirely, I'm just hoping that we don't end up with any kind of contamination into our pond. I know there's another pond behind their place, so I don't know if they were talking about that, but
Well,
I'm
if there's
hoping it doesn't affect
contamination on your
ours.
property, you can call this town and then they have to address it with us. Like, we can't shed onto your property. That's DEP, standard DEP. We can't do it. There's no what if, just call it down.
Does that answer any of your questions really, or?
so if the pond dries up, I call you.
Not the pond, because ours is dried up too. But we can't shed any soils on a wetland or any abutter's property, which is established by the DEP. We paid a guy big money to spend all day out there to submit a plan to these guys. And code enforcement's more than willing to come up anytime to check.
Any other comment?
Anybody?
Yeah, we just are curious, what's the timeline of like all of this happening? Like, are you gonna do it next year? Is it for this year?
We're gonna do it in increments.
Okay.
Like, it's not gonna be all
And are you
six done
guys,
in one time.
okay, what about the 7th plot, the remaining land? What is that?
That's our personal property.
Okay, so are you keeping the back lot in that
Yes.
field and that's yours? Okay. Are you developing on that plot or?
I have a question just for them too. If you're building, are you gonna have a day, like Saturdays, where they can still plan their wedding venues and won't have all the construction noise?
Well, I think we gotta comply with the noise ordinance regardless, so it's 55 decibels, 7 AM, 7 PM, 45 decibels thereafter. The last time I worked in the town, that's what they told me commercial wise. I mean, there's certain circumstances. I'm gonna tell you right now, there ain't another one of my contracts gonna be there at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I've,
And you ain't gonna be there at 7 o'clock at night either. 8 to 3, 8 to 4, Monday through Friday, we're lucky. Probably the loudest noise is gonna be the drill rig, if you drill well.
Did you hear that?
That's gonna be the loudest
Did you hear
consistent
them
noise.
drilling?
I can hear the excavator,
Yeah.
yeah, so I can hear the driveway being made.
Which looks good, by the way.
Yeah, it does look good.
Looks really good.
Yeah.
Well,
And
be
like
honest
you
with you,
guys,
we
like
gotta
this
fix
is-
the driveway regardless, cause they put loam, they put 3/4 inch gravel on top of loam, that's why you can't drive up there, so.
Yeah, and
When
like,
we put one house up there, the whole 900 feet's gonna get fixed, cause we gotta fix it for ourselves.
and like, don't get us wrong, this is your land, like, you guys do what you guys want, it's yours. We just have concerns and we,
And
you
we
know,
don't wanna mess anything
yeah,
up.
we all wanna be
We don't
good
want
neighbors.
problems, Right.
Yeah, and we,
I love all my neighbors and I really
Yeah.
want to get to know you guys. I do. And when you had said you were building your forever home there and that probably something for family, I thought, okay, that's great. And then
yeah,
seeing 6 houses, I'm like, oh,
yeah, I think it took all of us by surprise, cause we thought we would have known since we saw
I
you last
thought we
month.
discussed it the night we came over.
Yeah,
My
2 to 3
parents are gonna take one
houses.
house possibly, we're gonna live in one.
Yeah, so, cause I guess like our other, you know, obviously we can't control what happens and who buys the houses, but like, you know, then do
Well,
we,
Oh, trust us, we
We're
don't want
building every one of them houses.
And we have a
And we're living
huge-
there, so there's, like, if we build one spec house, when the money allows, we're building all our contractors, our real estate agent knows that we're gonna live there. We've got a strict, David Dow's written up, strict requirement for subdivision, no unregistered vehicles, no dumpsters,
Yeah.
no
We
long-term
want it to be-
campers sitting there.
Yeah, well, when we talked, I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like you
it's
have
all
high
listed on there.
We don't.
expectations, so
None
we
of that.
appreciate
none of
that, you know, but.
We're gonna pay HOAs, somebody who can't afford it, then it's just not for you, don't buy it. So,
So you got associations.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna form, HOA for, I mean, we took a lot of people, a lot of developers in the area, and we met with them prior to on what, I mean, a couple guys that are old, that have pretty good subdivisions, and they gave us some pointers on how you eliminate at your best guess to try to keep the people that you wish within confines that you live, so. If something happens and we'll probably put a clause in there, David, I'll put a clause in there, and if something happens, we'll buy it back.
We like David, so that works.
So he's,
And I'm not here to wreck anybody's lives or property or.
Yeah, no, we appreciate that. I guess that's just, I guess, our biggest concern really is
Yeah.
just making sure we all still get along and like it works. Cause we also make a living too out there, you know,
Absolutely.
so.
Yeah, we dumped every single penny of our savings into the place.
Same.
Make sure it doesn't.
well, instead of going to Florida, we have land in Oxford.
Yeah,
I mean, I gotta agree. Unfortunately, I was born and raised in Oxford, and I remember when this road had hardly any houses on it. And my father, when I was a little kid driving through, he goes, enjoy this, because sometime, when you're my age, which I am now, this is all gonna be houses. Where I live off in Thompson Lake, there was only 2 camps, and now it looks like Yosemite National Park, and there were people coming in with campers, so. I am sympathetic to your thoughts, but unfortunately, this is the progress of small town Oxford. And I grew up on Pismo Beach, right on up a High Street, and I've seen that change, and, no, I'm, just a side note on that.
I mean, the Whitney family, you know, the property we own now, you know, built in 1800s, and they owned thousands of acres. The whole hill was Whitney Hill, right? And over the years, it's pared back,
Now
pared
it's
back, pared
just
back.
us.
And now it's 35 acres, which is, you know, gorgeous, but, you know,
just us.
it's pretty for what it is, so. Appreciate it, listen.
Any other comments? Questions, concerns?
What I have to say is, I know our job is to, when they submit the paperwork, we go through it, Keeson goes through it, and everything that he submitted has to be approved by the state and by the town. And once you kind of do all that, and you cross all the Ts and dot all the Is, you know, it's our job to either approve or disapprove, but if everything is in line, then you approve it, you have to approve, that's our job too.
Yeah, I don't know if people know this, but the planning board, if they meet all the requirements of all the
Ordinance.
Thank you, ordinances, we can't,
Yeah.
you know, we can't not approve it.
Even if it was happening to us, we either accuse ourselves or it is what it is, you know, so. It's affected me, I got a good clear cut next to me too, 10 acres there. I looked at woods for over 30 years and now I'm looking at daylight and like you said too, I don't own it. I bought what I couldn't buy and they weren't gonna sell it, but they sold it. So I'm kind of stuck with that, you know, so anyway, so I understand what you're saying. It is progress, I don't know that, you know, they own the property, so it's kind of is what it is, you know, unfortunately. Or fortunately. You worked at McDonald's for like 100 years.
31.
Yeah, okay, I thought. Oh, wait. Like 150 years.
Jeez,
You have been 9 for a while. It looks great for 100.
You look good, April.
It's all those burgers.
Yeah, I was working at the gas station, so that wasn't yesterday.
It's the models now.
Tomatoes.
I own the models now.
Oh, okay. Used to be a restaurant in the back there. I can't think of the name of it now.
Okay, so we motion that we proceed with whatever that is laid out. Alright, I'll make a motion that we approve the building for April and Bronson, the subdivision,
The Hidden Hills Estate.
Hidden Hills Estates.
the Hidden Hill Estate, yeah, sorry, I gotta look this over. The Hidden Hill Estates, under April Evans and Brian Delino.
All those in favor? Oh, I gotta sign the top.
Make sure you do the date too.
What is the date?
Oh,
9/11.
That's a really bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's bad. What is up?
Correct.
My apologies, everyone. Hey, there he is. I don't know.
Fortunately, you missed signing.
That's all right, yeah. You had three.
Yeah, I had to do it.
It was his turn.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
So.
And 3 for you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Get it out of the farm stand.
Yeah, you probably got stuck there. Spencer, just that, here, and
No, Jim, I got a little bit there.
no.
I make a motion that we adjourn this evening's festivities.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
There you go.
Are you gonna give them 2 copies?